Hey guys, I'm hoping you're having a good day, and today I'll be teaching you how to play Redungeon. So this game is you walk around avoiding traps and trying to beat your high score, and along the way you'll unlock new characters and you can upgrade them for special abilities that will help you throughout the game. So mostly I'll be teaching you how to avoid the traps and just some tips to get your distances, longer distances. So pretty much what you want to do is, if you're not too good at the game, you should get slower, or you should be slower. And if you are good at the game, you can speed through it like me. But I still encounter new traps every once in a while, so I have to be careful. A lot of the traps that I encountered that I've been around for a long time, I still get killed by them. So I'll be teaching you how to get past all of these traps, because they can be very frustrating. So the first kind of trap is the sword trap. I'll show you it in a second whenever I go up to it. Okay, so this is a fire trap. The fire traps usually will be either by themselves or multiple of them in a pattern. To avoid them, you simply have to wait for them to turn off and be really fast and just walk away. It's not too hard, but if they're at a really fast pattern, you could die. So these things, they come in two variations. They can be fire or lightning. They have the same effects, but certain characters have immunity to either fire or lightning. So it's really easy to avoid those. All you have to do is like go around them or go after them. Okay, so what I just got killed by was a crossbow. The crossbows, they shoot in a certain reload speed. They don't have a limited amount of ammo. They will shoot indefinitely. They can shoot you even when you're flying, so watch out if you have this character that I'm using. Okay, so that was a spirit. The spirits, they all have different effects. I just got hit by a spirit that confuses you. That can be very deadly, because first of all, when you first get hit by it, you probably won't notice and you'll go in the wrong direction and you will fall off of a cliff or jump right into a trap. Now, even if you do realize it, even when it wears off, it will switch back to normal, and that might set you off because you might think it's still on and then go in the wrong direction. And also, sorry for the helicopter in the background. So that, as I was saying, you might go in the wrong direction when it turns off, and it can kill you that way. So these are the piston traps. They basically can either crush you or push you off a cliff. To avoid them, just wait for them to turn off and see how long you have to escape, and then do so in the amount of time required. So these aren't really traps, but they can kill you. They're platforms that move around, and they can be very wild. They can pick you up out of nowhere. Usually not, though. And you probably won't die much from them unless you go in the wrong direction when you're on one. But yeah, they can kill you. So these are lightning spirits. They'll just kill you instantly, no other effects. So these traps are like little Tesla thingies. They will turn on either randomly or whenever they make contact. It depends on what the trap is. I don't think either is more deadly, because they're just the same thing. You just have to learn which one or how to escape each one. So these are the teleporters. They obviously just teleport you around, but sometimes they switch and they can teleport you right into a trap. Or they can help out these little crossbow thingies and make a little like upgrade for the trap and make it so that it shoots more than once. You'll see it if I encounter that trap. Okay, hold on. Let me see. So it's a kind of rare trap, but that's saying that there are tons of traps and they're all equally as rare. So looking for one in specific is kind of difficult. So these are the little jump tiles. They can make you jump into they can make you jump into the void. Oh, here we go. Okay. This is what I mean. They will make it so that the arrow keeps teleporting back and forth, which can be a lot more deadly than just one arrow. But they will always turn off, because or else it would be impossible to get through that trap. Alright, so the fire spirits, you can die from fire spirits even when you are in flying mode. So you have to be very careful. Not much more about those. So I'm going to start talking about the characters now. I have maxed out a couple of them, but most of them aren't. So this is the Knight Sir Glybard. He's a pretty decent character, but I don't really use him much because he's just for beginners that don't really know how to avoid traps, because he has a shield and he also has a sword. So his shield will block you from attacks, like say I ran into some spikes. I can take a hit from those, and another one actually, because he's maxed out. And so, see, I can go right through that, and I can also go right through that. Doesn't affect me. And you can also chop through them. So those are some pretty good abilities, I'd say, for myself. But if you're better at the game and you know not to go into traps, he's probably not for you. Although if you want to use him, you're free to do that. Alright, so next up we have Creep Crow. Oh god. Okay, yeah guys, sorry, I forgot to charge my phone. So he's a pretty decent character. He can scare off enemies, which is a pretty nice ability. He hops over cobwebs, and his last ability, he can jump over 1-block gaps, which is pretty useful. So I've probably already jumped over a cobweb, but I'll show you it anyways. So one's right here. As you can see, I don't have to do the little pattern thingy like usual. So these guys aren't a problem anymore. I just scared them off. So I'm just gonna die real quick. Alright, so the next character, he's Kazan. Kazan? I don't know how to say it. But he's a really good character. He has a fly ability that's very useful. Wait, let me just see what his name is. Kazan, I think. Kazan? One of you guys should tell me. I'm not sure how to say it. He's pretty decent. He can go off into the void twice. So just like how Sir Glybard can get hit by stuff twice. He can fall off twice. He also has a fly ability that it's extremely useful. So if you're new or if you're just trying to get really far distances, I definitely recommend him because he's one of the best characters for moving far and really fast. As you can see, barely anything affects you when you're flying. The only things so far that I've seen that can affect you are fire spirits and what's it called? Crossbows. So on to our next character. We have Nathaniel. I've maxed him out. So he's a really good demonstration of his ability. He can destroy every single trap nearby, which is definitely pretty good. I don't use him too much because when you can just avoid traps, it's not that useful. But some traps do give you extra coins, but it's not as good as some of the other people's abilities or characters' abilities. So his little bots things will also fly around and they can help you destroy traps. Overall, pretty decent character, but if you're looking to get far distance, not really the character you should use. So, on to my last character so far. This is Ichitaka. As you can see already, he drags coins towards him. Very useful for getting all those coins that you normally wouldn't be able to get, or it would take you longer and probably make you almost die to get them. You don't have to go out of your way at all. As you can see, I don't have to risk going on those crumbling tiles, and I can just easily get everything. It's a very nice character. So I don't know where I'm going. I hate those spirits. It's one of my least favorites. Although I kind of don't like all spirits, if I have to be honest. Alright, so that seems like a pretty long video, so I'm gonna end it here. I hope this helped you guys out. And if you don't have the game yet, you should definitely get it. It's very fun. I've been playing it a lot, trying to beat my high score. And you guys should tell me if you beat my high score. Let's see what it is. Come on. Alright. If you guys can beat 382, tell me in the comments, and I will give you a shout out if you want it. So, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.